All right, hello ASL 1 and 2 students. I'm recording this video so that you guys can have an understanding of what you need to do for your group assignment that you're doing this week. Fortunately, I am sick, so I will not be in there today. Therefore, you get this video. If you do have any questions, though, you can always contact me via Instagram, via Remind, or email. It is faster to contact me through Instagram or Remind, and I can answer those questions for you that you have for the assignment, okay? So the instructions for this assignment, you and your group will be responsible for reviewing the lessons below. After reviewing the vocabulary, you will be leading a game for the entire class to practice using the review vocabulary. You can use a game that we have done in class before, create your own game, create your own Google Slides, Kahoot, Edpuzzle, Q&A, separating groups and having them create their own story, a pop quiz, storytelling with a quiz, popcorn storytelling with vocabulary, etc. You and your group will be the teachers for the time you're executing the activity and the review for the class, okay? So just a quick hint, think of some of the activities, assignments, games, review activities that we've done in the class already. You may use some of that for your activity/presentation, okay? So here's the rubric. You are being graded on your vocab, making sure you're using all the vocabulary for when you're reviewing the vocab. Making sure that your game after the review is engaging and it is original and creative. So the activity and presentation are creative. And it does not copy anyone else's activity in the classroom. Making sure that the objective and expectation for your game/activity is clear. So, for example, there is a clear winner of the game. Or if there's no winner, how does the game end? Or maybe the game doesn't end. How do you take turns? Okay, making sure there's clear objective and expectations for your activity/game. And then lastly, preparedness. Make sure that you are submitting your template by Thursday and all your supplies are ready to be presented and to be used by next week. Okay, so right here, how to start. Have you and your group sign up for the lessons you'll be reviewing/teaching to the class. This is what we have down here. So most of you guys have already done this. The order that you sign up on this list is the order that you're going to go in. So Mikhail, Kyle, Madden, and Wyatt will be doing fingerspelling and numbers 1 through 30 first. Okay. So then the activity, you're typing your activities here in the third column so that other people do not copy you and they do not have the same activity as you. And then you're just going to do a brief description just so that I can get an idea of how your game is going to be. Okay. You should have 4 people in your group, no more, no less. If there's any more than 4 in your group, we will have to try to figure out a way to split up the group and make sure there's only 4 in your group. Obviously, if the numbers don't account for it, we'll make things work. So yeah, I already gave some people some notes on their activities and whatnot and what they should do. So this is just a brief chart so that everyone can know what everyone is responsible for and so that we are not repeating on the activities and games done in the classroom. Okay. When you're done with that, you're going to click on this template. You're going to open up the template. And this is to help you organize your lesson plan or the lessons that you're going to review and organize the game that you're going to play. Okay. So make sure you make a copy of this template. Then you're going to share this document with me. And then by by this Thursday, or my ASL2 students by this Friday, you have to submit this template here. Okay. It needs to be ready by the end of this week. What you should know, everyone in the group is responsible for a part and must be present. Group work must be spread evenly. This is a group project. Everyone is getting the same grade, so make sure you are there to support your group. If your group is slacking off, you need to make sure that they are doing their part because everyone's getting the same grade. Making sure that your activity after the lesson, the audience should be able to have a list of vocabulary available to them to see for the activity. And after the lesson review, the following activity does not need to include all vocabulary, but needs to cover at least one of the lessons. Okay. Some don'ts: students may not just watch you present, they have to be engaged. And one person should not just be doing all the work. And then you cannot have the same activity as another group in the class. Okay. And then in each of these boxes, your members' names go in the boxes. And then whatever lessons you signed up for on the previous page, you're going to type that up here. Okay. So, for example, Mikhail, Kyle, Madden, and Wyatt, when they fill this out, they will put finger spelling and numbers 1 through 30. Okay. They'll type that up here. Okay, next, create your lesson review. So create your lesson review using the lessons you signed up for. You can use a Google Doc, Google Slides, or just make sure to include all the vocab within the lesson that you're assigned to, okay? Then whatever you're using, copy and paste the link here. Make sure I have access to it so we can use it for when it's time for you to go over the lesson. Then you're gonna create an engaging activity for after your lesson review. The activity does not need to include all vocabulary. However, it should cover at least all of the vocab in one lesson. Students must be engaged and should not just be watching. Should not. I think that sounds right. Okay. So as you're thinking of your activity for after your lesson review, here are some links that you can click on to get ideas on different games that you can play in the class. And you can choose any of them as long as it doesn't repeat someone else's game or activity in the classroom already. Type in the name of your activity right here. What supplies do you need? Type that up right here. How do you set up the game? Make sure you have a description of that. How you start the game, description of that, and how does the activity slash game end? Type up the description for that, and then what is the objective of the game and how do you win? Maybe you don't win, but just make sure there's a clear objective of how the game is played and what the end goal is for the end of the game. Okay. So once you're done with filling this out, you are going to submit it right here. Click on that. It'll take you to this Google form. Type your name, your group members' names, and then share, copy, and paste the link to the template that you made a copy of from here. Copy and paste it right here and then submit, okay? This template, this one right here, is due by the end of this week. So my ASL 1s, it's due by Thursday, January 11. My ASL 2 students, your template is going to be due on Friday, January 12th, not Thursday. Friday, January 12th, because I end with you guys on Friday. Okay. I hope that makes it clear. I hope you guys understand it. Again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me via Instagram or Remind. You can also email me, but I will get back to you faster through Remind or Instagram. All right. Have a great day, guys. I hope to see you all soon.